The information coming out now is very important, and this is why everyone needs to pay attention and follow this story calmly. What happened is that Nigeria's military has come out to explain what truly went on concerning the recent Nigeria-United States airstrikes that took place around Sokoto axis. From what has been made clear, this operation did not just happen by chance, and it was not something done in secret without Nigeria knowing. According to the updates released, the operation was carefully planned and carried out based on strong intelligence about armed groups that have been troubling communities, attacking villages, and threatening innocent lives in that region. Before I go deeper, please like this video and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss important updates like this. Your support really helps the channel grow, and it allows us to keep bringing you clear and honest stories like this. Now, let's continue. The military made it clear that these airstrikes were targeted and focused. The aim, according to them, was to hit specific locations believed to be camps used by armed groups who move across borders and create fear for local people. These groups are said to be well organized, heavily armed, and very dangerous, especially to rural communities that do not have strong protection. The military explained that the goal was not punishment, not politics, and not to scare civilians, but to reduce the strength of these groups and stop future attacks before they happen. One thing the military stressed strongly is that civilian safety was a major concern during the operation. They said planning was done in a way that avoided homes and normal community areas. From the updates given so far, there has been no confirmed report of civilian harm linked directly to these strikes. This point is important because many Nigerians were worried when they first heard the news. People wanted to know if innocent lives were affected, and the military is saying clearly that protecting civilians remains a top priority. As expected, reactions have been mixed. Some Nigerians believe this kind of cooperation is necessary because insecurity has lasted for too long. They feel that if external support can help weaken these armed groups faster, then it is something to consider. Others, however, are uncomfortable with foreign forces operating in Nigeria, even if it is done with approval. They worry about sovereignty and want Nigeria to be fully capable of handling its security challenges alone. These are serious concerns, and they are part of a larger national conversation that is still ongoing. Please don't forget to like this video and subscribe if you're finding this explanation helpful. It really encourages us to keep breaking down big stories in simple English that everyone can understand. Another key part of the military's update is the assurance that Nigeria remains in charge of its security decisions. They explained that any form of cooperation with foreign partners follows strict approval and clear rules. Nothing is done without Nigerian authorities being involved. This point was emphasized to calm fears and reduce speculation spreading on social media. The military urged Nigerians to rely on verified information and avoid rumors that can cause unnecessary panic. People living around the affected areas also shared their experiences. Some said they heard loud sounds and were confused at first, especially because it happened around a sensitive period when families were together. Fear spread quickly, but after explanations started coming out, many residents said they felt relieved knowing it was an operation aimed at armed groups, not communities. Still, the fear shows how deeply insecurity has affected daily life in these regions. The bigger issue here is that insecurity in Nigeria is not limited to one state or one area. What happens in Sokoto connects to wider challenges across the country. Armed groups move easily across borders, take advantage of difficult terrain, and target vulnerable communities. This is why the military says intelligence-driven operations are important. According to them, waiting until attacks happen is no longer enough. Stopping threats early is now the focus. Once again, please like this video and subscribe to the channel. Also share it with others so they can understand what is really going on instead of relying on confusing information online. Another angle people are discussing is transparency. Many Nigerians want continuous updates, not just one statement. They want to know what has been achieved, what has changed on the ground, and how communities will be protected going forward. This demand is reasonable, and the military has promised to keep communicating as operations continue. Trust, they say, is built through consistent information. The military also spoke about long-term plans. They said air operations alone cannot solve insecurity. There must be cooperation with local communities, improved intelligence gathering, better equipment for troops, and social efforts that address the root causes of violence. These include unemployment, poor access to education, and lack of basic services in remote areas. Without tackling these issues, insecurity can always return in another form. At the same time, Nigerians are watching closely to see how this cooperation with foreign partners develops. Some believe it could lead to stronger training and better technology for Nigerian forces. Others want clear limits so that Nigeria remains firmly in control of its territory and decisions. This balance is delicate, and how it is handled will shape public trust moving forward. Please like this video and subscribe if you want more clear, calm, and professional breakdowns like this. Your engagement truly matters. As the story continues to unfold, what is clear is that Nigerians want peace. People want to farm without fear, travel without worry, and raise their families in safety. Any action taken by the military or government will be judged by whether it brings the country closer to that goal. For now, the military's fresh updates are meant to reassure the public that actions taken were deliberate, controlled, and focused on protecting lives. This conversation is far from over, and more details are expected as time goes on. I will continue to follow this story closely and break it down in simple, understandable English so everyone can stay informed. What many people are still trying to understand is what changes on the ground after such an operation. According to what has been explained so far, the idea is not just to carry out air actions and walk away. The military believes that once these armed groups are disrupted, it becomes easier for ground forces to move in, monitor the area, and prevent the same groups from rebuilding quickly. This is why follow-up surveillance and intelligence work are very important. Without that, any success recorded can disappear with time. Please like this video and subscribe to the channel if you truly value clear and balanced explanations like this. It helps us reach more people who need proper understanding instead of fear-driven stories. Another issue Nigerians are talking about is trust. Over the years, people have heard many announcements about security gains, yet insecurity still affects many communities. Because of this history, some citizens are cautious. They want to see real improvement in daily life, not just statements. They want to see safer roads, fewer attacks on villages, and faster response when threats appear. This is why the military's promise of continued engagement and communication is very important. Words alone are not enough. Results matter. From the perspective of local communities, what they want most is stability. Many families in affected areas have lived with fear for years. Some have lost farms, some have lost homes, and some have been forced to relocate. For them, any action that reduces the power of armed groups brings hope, but that hope must be protected with consistent security presence and support. Otherwise, fear can quickly return. Please don't forget to like this video and subscribe. Also, share your thoughts in the comments because this conversation concerns all of us. Another angle to consider is how this situation affects Nigeria's image internationally. When foreign partners get involved in security matters, it sends a message that Nigeria is serious about tackling threats that go beyond its borders. At the same time, it raises questions about capacity and independence. The government and military now carry the responsibility of proving that cooperation strengthens Nigeria rather than weakens it. How they manage this balance will shape both local and global perception. There is also the issue of misinformation. Since the news broke, different versions of the story have been spreading online. Some exaggerate events, others twist facts, and some create fear where none is needed. The military has urged Nigerians to rely on verified updates and avoid spreading unconfirmed claims. In times like this, false information can cause panic and even put lives at risk. Please like this video and subscribe if you agree that calm and factual information is better than noise. Looking ahead, many Nigerians are asking, what comes next? Will there be more coordinated actions? Will security improve in nearby states? Will communities feel safer in the coming weeks? These are valid questions, and they don't have instant answers. What is clear is that security is not a one-time event. It is a process that requires patience, planning, and accountability. The military has said it will continue to review its strategies and adjust where necessary. This includes listening to feedback from communities, strengthening early warning systems, and ensuring that troops on the ground are well supported. Success will depend on how well these promises are turned into action. As citizens, staying informed is part of our role. Asking questions respectfully, demanding transparency, and supporting peace efforts all matter. No one wants endless conflict. Everyone wants a Nigeria where safety is normal, not a luxury. Once again, please like this video and subscribe to the channel so you can keep getting updates explained in simple, clear English.